guys are here at the Mansion to play a show. Are you guys excited to finally play another show in town?
Fuck yeah. This one's kind of a big deal for us because this is the first one we're hosting ourselves. We got in on a lot of good acts coming through here. Our first show is actually with Devin Townsend back in December. Played with Monster Truck, Barn Burner, a couple other really fucking good shows. So this is us seeing what it's like to do it ourselves without piggybacking on somebody else. And yeah, we're hoping to make this a more regular thing in Kingston for the metal scene. Establish this place as a new Scherzo, essentially.
Right.
Because, you know, like when I was in high school, we'd like every weekend we're down at the Scherzo, like 17 years old, falling down in the ditch. It was fucking awesome. I still remember when they're digging up Wellington there, and it was just like wooden planks that you had to cross to get into this fucking place. It was badass, but everybody kept going. The place was packed, but nobody knows where to go now. So I'd love to get the Mansion being the new house of heavy metal in Kingston.
Now, do you guys think you're at a disadvantage tonight, being that the Frosh concert's in town?
The what?
Absolutely not. To be honest, I go to Queens and I brought a whole bunch of my Queens friends. One of the openers actually canceled this evening, and I called one of my buddies up who's doing a master's program with me, and he's opening the show tonight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, not at all.
Oh, cool. So you guys are playing songs from your album. What's it like playing songs, like your own songs for the audience?
We pretty much play all of our own original stuff.
Yeah.
We play have a couple covers, but other than that, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
We should be going back into studio hopefully a few weeks, get that set up. We're going back, being here at the Mansion again for October to play with Cauldron.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty badass.
Are you going to preview some new songs?
We have one that we're going to be playing for the first time in its entirety tonight that we played kind of at our last show at the Rita Wakers campground, but this is our first show where we're playing it, you know, it's actually done. We don't have lyrics for it yet, but we have the whole structure of it down, so
It's fucking heavy.
Is it nice playing the songs live and then seeing what works and what doesn't, and then going into the studio to change it up a little bit?
Yeah, the one thing I find interesting is because he's locked down to the keyboard, he's locked down to the mic, he can't get up and run around with the drums. I'm always the one running back and forth with the bass between doing backing vocals, and yeah, I try to keep the energy level a little bit higher, and we tend to try to do that musically as well. And we've played with a couple different setups at this point, starting really heavy, lull in the middle, heavy at the end, doing different things. And we've got a set list now that I think works pretty well, that gets progressively heavier as the night goes on. People kind of get into the groove at that point. When you come in and bash them over the head with something super heavy as the opening song, people aren't usually so receptive. So
Great contrast.
Absolutely.
Now, it sounds definitely interesting, especially with the keyboard with it. Like, I've never heard metal with the keyboard yet. Did you guys feel like you went a bit of a stretch on that, or do you just feel
I've been doing keyboard for pretty much every band that I've played with so far over the last like 8 or 9 years. So I don't know, I was classically trained for piano and stuff since I was young, so it just seemed like the right thing to go and do.
Parents must be pissed.
Yeah.
It was your dad's idea.
Yeah, well, I might as well get something out of it. And if I'm gonna be
Honestly,
classically
that's how
trained.
the whole thing started. Is Matt and I back in 2006 just started writing stuff. We were gonna do black metal, so that whole symphonic kind of Dimmu Borgir thing. And we did that for about 2 weeks, and we're like, no. So he's essentially like filling in the second guitars, or like an organ in more of a Deep Purple kind of vibe. So Matt is really multi-dimensional. He kind of goes where he's needed and fills out the song and gives it that extra dash of color that wouldn't have been there. So it works. It works.
And I think it wasn't too much of a leap for a lot of us, because I feel like a lot of us grew up listening to bands like Children of Bodom. I mean, he mentioned Deep Purple. Like, I'm a prog guy, so stuff like Rush and Yes, those are bands I grew up on. So Dream Theater, all these bands, I feel like keyboard was just part of the band always. So it wasn't a huge transition to be jamming like that.
I think this is a public challenge to Jordan Rudess. Kids will take you any day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many songs are you roughly play each set?
7? 7, 8.
Yeah,
Some-
7 and 8.
Yeah. I've never thought about it. We just play all the songs we know, and then we hit the end, and we're like, that's it. Bye. No, yeah. We just try to fill a sort of 40 minutes. So whatever we've got, that'll fill that 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's on average what people are gonna see and hear when they come see you guys play.
Yeah, we're not doing 10-minute epics anymore. On our first EP from back in 2006, we had one song that was over 10 minutes long. Nothing under 5. Like everything was pretty long. Pretty much everything we write now is like between 4 and 5 minutes. I don't know if it's intentionally trying to be a little more, ADD friendly. Or maybe it's just that we get bored and that's the longest song that we would feel like playing.
At least you end up with a nice long EP then that way.
Yeah,
And say it's 5 songs, but fuck, it's an hour long.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's looking like it might end up being 6, maybe. We'll see. So a lot of deliberation. It's turning into a full length, but we want to keep it an EP, so we got to figure out when to stop.
Yeah. Now, why would you keep it an EP rather than a full length? If you have the songs.
Set out more EPs and make more money.
Yeah.
No, it's put all your eggs in one basket. We've got a lot of music that we're bringing back that we never finished back from 2006 and 2007. We're kind of trying to hammer that down, finish it. We started recording an EP in 2007 that we only got one song into. We released the one song as a single and then kind of split ways for a few years. So this is our way of finishing that.
Close
And
the chapter of the whole
yeah.
older stuff, and then
Yeah.
kind of the second EP, or if we do a full length after this one, it'll be kind of the whole next chapter of the band with how we are now.
And EPs are coming back in style. I don't know. We played with Monster Truck and they had 2 EPs for sale, no full lengths. And I don't know how many people heard of Monster Truck. I'm kind of like all giddy over them. I fucking love Monster Truck. So to see them doing it is really encouraging. Metallica just put out an EP in 2011, which was leftover songs from Death Magnetic. That thing was phenomenal. I don't know, like short and sweet. It's not a lot of filler. So I don't mind an EP.
Yeah. Now, where can people find you guys on the net?
Well, Reverb, it's www.reverb.com/basilisk. And Facebook is just facebook.com/basilisk1.
If you feel like it, you can go to basalisk.com, www.basalisk.com, and it's
Under construction.
under construction. There is show information. There's a picture on there. We're working on it, but we've
It's
got
really
the
high
domain.
class.
Yeah.
A picture above your head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We chose a wise spot, I guess.
Yep.
Badass.
All right, well, thanks for the interview, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a
Thanks.
pleasure.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks. Cool.